What if I told you controversy is a business model? Ever wondered why certain YouTubers always seems to be drowning in drama? Or clicked on a video only to realize you have been baited into something completely different? Creators are pushing the limits of controversy, sensationalism, and shock value to keep us hooked. Growing up as a YouTube kid, I hopped from channel to channel, exploring every genre as I grew. These days, I am drawn to commentary channels, the one who covers commentary, dramas, and controversies. Controversy is like a candy. It's hard to resist, but it's rarely good for you. But something feels off. These once engaging creators have morphed into clickbait machines, endlessly recycling the same controversy with flashy thumbnail and overhyped titles. No fresh takes, no depth, just the same story, repackaged endlessly. It's like they have cracked a formula to stir up drama and slap on us with flashy thumbnail. Then watch the algorithm work its magic. At first, it's exciting. But then you realize it isn't a content, it's a trap. And we are not just watching the drama, we are fueling it. Every click, comment, and share feeds the machine. As a content creator, I feel trapped by this too, drawn to the same hard to resist candy. So, I started to ask myself, is this about informing the audience or just keeping them glued to the screen as long as possible? In a world where clicks equals to revenue, but at what cost? Cost to our time, our trust, and our critical thinking? Let's dive into the dark world of clickbait culture and its grip on the internet. Lately, I have found myself caught up in the clickbait channel craze. I never wanted to be that creator, one who pumping out flashy thumbnail and empty title. While I have dabbled in trending and controversial topics, I have always aimed to provide actual value. If you check my channel from my very first upload to the most recent video, yes, the one about Jack Doherty, you'll see real growth in quality and effort. But here's the truth, I am not hitting that milestone of 1,000 subs or views like those clickbait channels do. So I asked myself why my viewers aren't satisfied. I pour my heart into these videos, making them better with every upload. Some of you have noticed and supported me, and I can't thank you enough for those kind comments. But now I am at a crossroad. Should I stick to my values or go full on clickbait for views? Honestly, I want to stay true to creating high quality informative content, the kind of videos you deserve. So, if you are with me, hit that subscribe button and let's grow this community together. Now, let's dive into the dark world of clickbait culture. Here's the basic question. What do I mean by clickbait or controversial channels? And are commentary channels and controversial channels really the same thing? At first glance, they might seem similar. Both types of channels focus on heavily controversy and internet drama to rake in views. They prioritize content designed to stir emotion, spark outrage, or ride the wave of trending disputes, all to grab your attention. But here, where it gets interesting, the difference lies in their intent and approach to content creation. Let's break it down. Controversial channels thrive on provocation. Their main goal is to spark reaction, gain rapid views, and grow fast, often by sacrificing accuracy and depth. Here's the thing, I will show you a thumbnail with someone gasping with a title like this. This will shock you. Classic thumbnail, right? These channels churn out content non-stop, using flashy visuals and exaggerated claims to hook viewers. Now, commentary channels. They are a bit different. Their goal is to offer perspective, analyzing or critiquing various topics, sometimes controversial ones, but not always. They tend to dive deeper, providing thoughtful opinions rather than pure shock value. Think of them as the ones unpacking a story rather than just lighting the fuse. In short, controversial channels create content to spark controversy and capitalize on polarizing topics, while commentary channels are focused on providing insight and analysis. Both may dip into similar water, but their intent and execution could be different. Why does this distinction matter? And what keeps viewers hooked in these streams? Stick around, we are just getting started.
I just cannot fight the urge to make fun of this goober again. I can't resist. It's like trying to hold in a sneeze.
The video you just watched is from a channel called Penguin Zero, a creator known for diving deep into controversies and internet drama. He simply sits down and offers his perspective on the drama happening around him. No need for complex brainstorming, just his thoughts on what's unfolding. And while it's true, these kind of content is straightforward, but still it's focused on only one thing: money. One thing that's worth noting is these channels have broader audience, particularly those who aged 18 and above, who can easily spot the trap these creators set. A trap for their time, attention and mind. Take Penguin Zero for example. This channel pulls in 140 million views each month and can make anywhere from $93K to $302K. Penguin Zero stands out in commentary niche. Despite pumping out few videos a day, each one focused on latest drama. He doesn't manipulate audience or algorithm. His content remains straightforward and reliable for those who just want to stay updated on internet happenings without all the tricks. On the other hand, there's morepegusus, thriving on a topic with manipulated thumbnails and titles. A quick look at his channel reveals a repetitive formula, with much of his content centered around Mr.Beast. It's clear he is milking the fame for his own gain. Recently, countless new channels have emerged, using the same tactics to go viral. They start with a single trending controversy, and if it works, they churn out more videos on the same topic, each with a fresh thumbnail and title to make it seem like it's something new. And if that video doesn't take off, they simply switch to another trending controversy. Smaller creators often rely on these trends for visibility, bypassing the needs for unique content. They have figured out how to game the algorithm, knowing that a shocking title will get more click no matter what. While researching on this topic, one question kept popping in my mind. When did this controversy culture explode online? And who was the first to adopt this approach? As I dug deeper, I started to notice a pattern. Controversy culture really took off in mid-2010s. As platforms like YouTube, Twitter were growing, creators quickly realized that drama could attract views. While no single person can be credited with starting it, but figures like Keemstar with Drama Alert and channels like T-Spill were among the first to dominate the space. They focus on celebrity feuds and internet drama, turning it into a genre of its own. Their success paved the way for others to use controversy as a tool to keep viewers hooked. But looking at the current landscape, it's clear that content creation has shifted. It's no longer that 2010s where minimal effort could get you by. Today, it's a business. So, how are creators producing content so rapidly? Modern channels prioritize quantity over quality. They often rely on tools like AI-generated scripts and text-to-speech software to churn out more videos quickly. By sticking to repetitive formats and cutting corner on fact-checking, they can pump out content at an autonomous pace, exploiting YouTube algorithm which rewards frequent uploads. The goal is to grab attention fast and monetize it quickly. These channels focus on short-term views rather than lasting long relationship with viewers. For creators like me who prioritize high-quality informative content, the road to success is slower. But what makes them so effective? Why do they dominate YouTube space? And how do they hook us so effortlessly? To answer that, let's explore the psychology behind why clickbait works so well. You know that videos that seems impossible to ignore? You see the title and the thumbnail and it's like something inside you wants to click. It's almost like autopilot. You can't help but wonder what's going on here. When you are walking by a candy store and you see that one sweet treat you can't resist, you don't even stop to think about it. You just go for it. That's exactly what clickbait videos do to you. They lure you in, and before you know it, you have already clicked. What's crazy is how they do it. Clickbait creator knows how to hook us. They have this deep understanding of how we tick. They know the exact emotional button to press, like curiosity, fear, outrage, or even humor. They are not just making videos for us to watch. They are manipulating how we think and feel. It's not about what's in the video. It's about making us feel like we have to know what's coming next. They know how to keep us on the edge of our seat. Take an example. Let's see a thumbnail of this channel. Bella the Wolf just got banded. It's not even telling you what's the drama is, but it sparks something inside you. It makes you wonder what's the truth. Is she really got banded? That's the curiosity gap. It teases you just enough to make you want to click and find out. You are not just watching for entertainment anymore. You are invested in the mystery of it all. And if the video doesn't live up the promise, well, by then you have already clicked and they have already won. That's what these creators do so well. They know how to grab your attention by making bold claims. Sometimes these channels aren't even true, but they don't care. They know that exaggerating or completely misrepresenting the content will spark your curiosity. That's the thing about clickbait. It's not just about the content itself. It's about the promise of something bigger. Something that you might miss out if you don't click it right now. And let's not forget how they take advantage of trending topics. They are expert of riding the wave of what's hot right now. Whether it's something happening in the world or even just in clickbait culture, they know how to piggyback on latest buzz. By adding their own spin, by exaggerating the details, they can make sure that their video shows up in everyone's feed. And once it gets the initial click, it snowballs. Share, comments and views keep stacking up. That's how these videos become so viral. They tap into what everyone's talking about and then blow it up. The real trick though is how creators feed into emotional response. They know exactly how to stir up emotions. Let's say a minor issue in YouTube blown way out of proportion. Suddenly it's a massive scandal. That's a clickbait creator's dream. They take something small and turn it into a huge drama. Now people are talking, they are liking, they are commenting, they are sharing their own opinions. It's not about the controversy anymore. It's about the keeping the conversation alive. And the more people talk, the more video gets promoted. It's a cycle and it's keep gaining momentum. The more outrageous the claim, the more views and engagement it gets. But it's not all about shocking thumbnail and headlines. It's a loop for the sake of views. Creators also know that a certain kind of content gets rewarded, triggering that emotional response like outrage, excitement, and a little bit of fear. That makes you feel like you need to know what's going on. And when you are hooked, you are staying for the whole ride. That's when they have got you. Now, let's dig deeper into how these channels are making business out of it. You have probably noticed how certain videos just draw you in. It's not just because the topic's hot, but because the creator know exactly how to trigger a reaction. They focus on conflict, scandal, and anything that stirs the pot. And it works. People can't help but get involved. When these kind of videos hit, you will see the comments blowing up, shares skyrocketing, and the video being recommended to anyone with the pulse. It's simple, engagement goes through the roof, and with that, video goes viral. These creators aren't just talking about drama, they are creating it. And that's create a buzz you just can't ignore. Imagine a popular creator covers a controversy about Ice Spice that everyone's talking about. Because the video splits the viewer right down the middle, some viewers loved it while others hated it. calling it betrayal of entire controversy. That's the sweet spot. Video about that kind of controversy don't just get clicks, they spark debate, which then send those videos climbing. When creators can make their audience feel strongly, they turn passive viewers into active participants. Whether it's love or it's hate, it's all engagement. And that's what's fueled the system. But here's the thing. This strategy about turning the tension into conversation. When a video tackles a topic that splits people into two extreme sides, the debate doesn't stop at the comment section. It spreads to social media more and more. And this is where the real power lies. Videos that create this kind of polarization don't just attract attention, they demand it. Whether you are defending the controversy or trashing it, everyone's getting involved, keeping the conversation alive and bringing in more views. You know that feeling when something outrageous happens and you just have to share it with someone. That's the dopamine hit that keeps people coming back for more. Creators are master at teaming this perfectly. They know exactly what to put in the thumbnail, in the title, and in the first few seconds of the video to make sure you feel like you are about to miss out on something huge. That anticipation is key. They make you feel like you are part of something bigger, like you are in the secret that everyone talking about. And then there's the magic of organic buzz. Let's say a trailer of a movie drops. Maybe it's a character shocking betrayal or a plot twist that no one saw coming. Immediately people start talking. No paid promotion needed. The video is going viral because people are invested in the story and the emotional stakes are high. Whether it's anger, excitement or surprise, those reactions spreads naturally. And while the audience is engaging, the video gets more views, which means more revenue from ads. The more clicks and shares, the more money that rolls in. Simply, the goal is to grab attention and maintain it, keeping it shocking. Ultimately, they turn that engagement into profit. And that's exactly what the best creators are doing. They know how to make audience feel, think and react. Then watch the algorithm rewards for them. After unpacking the business of clickbait, it's time to look for a bigger picture. What happens when these tactics reach millions? How does this ripple effect influence the creators? Have you ever watched a video that calls out someone and you just feel better about yourself? It's almost like by pointing someone else's flaws or mistake, you get to feel like you are right. It's that moment when you are watching someone got torn apart in a video and you think, yeah, that person definitely deserves it. This kind of content plays on that feeling, letting you feel like you are more superior just by being part of that crowd who is criticizing someone. And it's powerful. You are not just watching, you are actively taking sides. Then there's the whole cycle it creates. You watch a video that gets reaction out of you. Maybe it shocks you, or maybe you find it hilarious, and suddenly you want to see more. That's when the creators come with follow-up videos, diving deeper into the drama. When a controversial tweet and post goes viral and everyone feels the need to keep talking about it, one video leads to another, and before you know it, the whole thing is spinning out of control. Each video building on last, keeping you glued to your screen. But here's the thing. When everyone jumping on the same drama bandwagon, the content starts to feel predictable. You know the drill. Another video with a bold title, a scandalous thumbnail, and the same recycled drama. At first, it's exciting, but after a while, it feels like everyone copying the same formula. When you are scrolling through YouTube and see the same story covered by 10 different channels, all with the same spin, it loses its edge, right? The excitement fades because it feels like you have seen it before. And let's not forget how hard it is for creators to break away from this cycle. It's safe to stick with what works. If a creator knows controversy gets views, why would they take the risk of trying something new? But the problem is, this content repetition stifles creativity. Everyone's too afraid to push the boundaries because they are terrified of falling. So they stick to what they know will bring in the views. The same drama, the same over the top thumbnail, the same emotional highs. Cause it's easy money. Now, here where things starts to get heavy. Think about how you felt last time you watched one of those outrageous videos. Maybe you are pumped at first, but after a while, the constant shock and anger starts to feel draining. Every time you log into YouTube, you are hit with the same high intensity content. You can only handle so much before it burns you out. The feeling of excitement starts to fade, and what once felt thrilling now just feels exhausting. You are emotionally spent, and after a while, you don't want to click on those videos. And this is what we are seeing happen across the platform. The cycle of controversy keeps viewers coming back, but at the same time, it's wearing them down. The constant drama, the shock value, the emotional highs, it's starting to lose its impact. Creators are stuck in a loop, and audience is feeling it too. While creators are locked in a cycle of controversy and sensationalism, there's a key player in the whole game that often gets overlooked: the viewers. It's easy to think of them as a passive consumer, but in reality, they have the power to break the cycle. They are the ones who shape what content thrives. And with every click, comment, and share, they are either reinforcing or challenging the very system that keeps this cycle going. So, how exactly can viewers start to break free from this cycle? And what role do they play in challenging the course of online content? Let's explore that. As we dive deeper into the ripple effect of controversial content, it's important to take a moment and recognize the problem at hand. The impact of clickbait-driven content doesn't just affect the creators, it affects all of us as viewers too. We all have clicked on a thumbnail or title that promises something groundbreaking, only to be left feeling disappointed when the actual content doesn't measure up. But here's the thing, we are not just being misled, we are also being conditioned. This kind of content distorts the way viewers engage with the information, and it's affecting the content creators too. When every video has to outdo the last in terms of shock value, creators find themselves trapped in a cycle of exaggeration and sensationalism. It's a race to get clicks. And then there's the issue of echo chamber. You have probably noticed this too. You watch a few videos on a certain topic, and suddenly your feed is flooded with the same type of content. It feels like you are stuck in between something, right? These channels often create these echo chambers where you are only seeing the content that reinforce your existing beliefs and emotions. It's like walking in a room where everyone agrees with you, and before you know it, you are more divided than ever. The more we get caught up in these cycles, the harder it becomes to break free from the constant noise and see things from different perspective. Which brings me to something we can all do: take action. It's time for us as a viewer to start prioritizing meaningful content over sensationalism. Think about it. When was the last time you watched something that actually made you think, rather than just reacting with anger or disbeliefs? We have become so used to jumping from one outrage to the next, but it doesn't have to be this way. The content we consume shapes the content creators create. If we start to demand more thoughtful, intelligent content, we can shift the direction of what's being made. Let's move past the noise and start valuing content that respects our time and intelligence. What's the most outrageous clickbait or thumbnail you have ever seen? Think about it for a moment. Maybe it was a headline that promises a secret or a scandal that never materialized. Or maybe it was one of those you won't believe what happened next videos that only left you scratching your head. Share your thoughts, because it's in these moments of reflection that we begin to realize just how powerful we are as a viewer. We have the ability to challenge what's being thrown in our way and ultimately break the cycle. And at last, every click is a vote for the type of content you want to see online. So, what will you choose to click on next?